Outdoor GPS presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you very much for watching the show. You know we love giving stuff away. And, well, by the way, we're going to give something away right now. Fifth caller, 855-352-7669. This is a gift from Fisherman's Marine and Outdoors and the folks over at Easy Leader Systems. This is their big model that you can put in your boat, permanent. You can take it in and out, whatever you want. But I have one of these in my sled, and I love it because of the size. It gives you all the different options. We're going to mail this right to your front door, and the reason why I say gift from Fisherman's Marine is because that's the only place that you can go purchase it, and they're very inexpensive, 15 to 30 bucks, depending on the size and what you want. So go check it out if you have a chance. That's super, super slick. We'll send it right to your front door. Look at the phone line. See, you don't have to deal with that right now. You're in here.
No.
Now, we talked waders.
We did talk waders.
And really, you know, him and I talking off camera here, it's really easy for us to, you know, for me to stand here as the host of a show that Kim actually sponsors. I can promise you this. If Kim was not a sponsor, I would still call these the best waders I've ever worn because they truly are. I'm not saying anything to the contrary because it is. They are that nice. Now, there's a reason why I think that, other than the fact that you can't get wet in them, you know, without doing something yourself. It's these boots.
Those
guys,
boots?
Give me a shot of these. Now, for all of us, we wear bogs, we wear muck boots, extra toughs, whatever. But I can promise you that none of you out there have these soles. Explain to them what this, and look at it from here. See how much of that sole you can see from the top? It looks like a tire.
Well, it is. We've been in some extensive research with the folks from Boggs, and they were nice enough to see what we were doing with these and the quality and what we build. They actually designed this boot as a dive quality wader. So this is rated to over 100 feet if we wanted to put this on our military dive suits.
I see. Because maybe the thinner ones, if there's pressure,
well,
it'll force water through? Or?
Yeah, well, they're not assembled the same way.
Gotcha,
They're assembled like a farm boot because they're only made to go up to however tall the boot is.
I see. Okay.
These are made to go, if you're in waist-high water, as you know from your diving class, pressure, volume, and density, pressure will push more water into this boot.
Sure.
And I told them that our input was having an aggressive tread. So what they've done here is they've given us that aggressive tread.
Which part? Yeah. Let's put this one up here. This is the same boot.
This is the same boot. We've got one used and one not used, and he's used these, and you can see that it really doesn't wear, so they have excellent wear. And I think the important feature about these is that the neoprene in them is a true 7 mil. It's a diving thickness neoprene for the Northwest.
Yeah.
And that provides warmth. I'm thinking that most people might want to upsize because the boot's so much thicker that if you wear a 10, an 11 isn't that much bigger, but we always invite people to try these on to make sure they get the right size because they're definitely not a cheap boot. They're a top-of-the-line Boggs boot, and these boots are not available in stores. These are basically exclusive to USIA.
Interesting.
And the guys from Boggs were over just on Friday and brought in the new studded boot with the vibrant sole.
Right, okay.
And I think I showed you at least a picture of that, and they're actually studding a boot for us. I'm not really impressed with the aggressive tread because this tread is really nice. So we're going to look about seeing if on some of these balls that we can get some studs or if this boot would accept a stud. So we'll be at the Saltwater Sportsman Show. We're going to be next to our friends at England Marine, and we'll have some of our other friends there, Rogers Marine Electronics, Brad from Coho Designs. It's going to be a great lineup, and I invite everybody to come down to the show. You're really going to see a lot of good stuff. The show's grown. They've got a lot of good vendors. They have a lot of great deals, and looking forward to meeting a lot of you there this next weekend.
Are you going to be there yourself?
I will. I'll actually have a USIA booth, and with me I'll have...
Well, I know that, but I mean you physically.
Yes, I'll be there.
Okay.
And in our booth, I'll also have a young student from Oregon State. Her name is Molly Ilk, and she is an artist, and she's bringing some artwork that she's got for sale. That it's beautiful wildlife portraits that she... what am I thinking? She paints, water paints, oil paints, very, very nice stuff she'll have on display. So, and they'll be for sale.
Well, folks, there's a bunch of reasons to go check out the Saltwater Sportsman Show. Again, it's the 8th and 9th of March at the Oregon Fairgrounds in Salem. If you get a chance, make sure you go down there. You get a chance to meet Kim in person. Go shake his hand for all the things that he's done for all of us in the Northwest, let alone the killer gear that we can use when we like to go out and do some fishing and hunting.
Try on those boots so you know you got the right size.
We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
Outdoor GPS. Outdoor GPS presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Owin Hays, joined in studio by Kim Johns, owner of USIA Waders, and of course, everything else that you could think of. And if you're a military guy and you spend any time around the water, you probably used his gear. But before I go too far, fifth caller right now, 855-352-7669. We're going to give out our third pack of 4 tickets to the Portland Metro RV Show, Dealers Show, that is, at the Portland Expo Center from the 5th to the 9th of March. So call us up right now. Fifth caller, 855-352-7669. Now, we haven't had you in here for a little while.
It's been a little bit.
You and I have hung out a bunch here in the last couple, 3 months. You've been trying to drown me.
We've been doing the lessons, and you've been doing excellent. Got one left, and we're ready to certify. So we'll be out there pretty soon with underwater video.
Yeah, great. Anyway, I love it. I'm having a great time. I gave it a hard time when I'm talking about it just because I haven't done it before. But I do enjoy it, and I really appreciate you taking me out there. But I really appreciate some of this other gear that you supply all of us outdoorsmen with. You're actually going to be at the Saltwater Sportsman Show, which comes up the 8th and 9th of March.
That's true.
And you're going to have a bunch of your stuff there. Jacket included, waders we're going to talk about here in a second. But this thing here, guys, and I know a lot of you are going to look at it and go, man, that's awfully long. I'm thinking about it on the boat.
It's a great jacket. It's a waterproof, breathable fabric that we use in the production of dry suits.
Sure.
And it's fleece lined. It has anti-wicking abilities so that water doesn't go around and soak the fleece.
Sure.
And it's a hot jacket. It'll keep you very, very warm and keep you very dry.
Well, I can tell you right now, I'm super excited about using this thing, mainly because we're going into Springer season, and we find ourselves sitting out in the rain a lot, and half the time cold. So this will be slick.
And I think on top of a set of waders, you will be dry and absolutely warm. So I'll be having those at the Saltwater Sportsman Show just in this color. And I will have a special on those for $129. And again, they're
whoa. They're waterproof, breathable.
Right.
And they're made like this for $129.
$129, generally $299. It's a stock jacket we do for the National Park Service and U.S. military in black. But it's very warm, and like I said, it's a dry jacket. I wouldn't scuba dive in it. No. But I wouldn't be afraid to wear it out into some foul weather.
Well, this is an extra large. Give everybody an idea.
Right.
$129, huh? $129. Now, just imagine if you're the poor guy like me that's sitting on the kicker, and everybody's underneath the top all nice and dry and having coffee and talking, and you're out there in the rain working. This is going to be slick.
And, of course, it has the reverse zipper so that when you are sitting down,
you can bring it
up. And it's long. It's made generally long like that because it was made for a deck jacket on a boat. So when you're sitting down, it doesn't ride up.
Yeah. And when you sit down, you got a dry
you've got something on your butt, right? Yeah. Instead of having the jacket squirt
This is an extra large. So all you guys, to give you a reference, I'm a little over, right at 6'1". It fits me absolutely perfect. So anyway. Super slick little rig.
It's a nice jacket.
For $129, we all know you can't beat that.
It's
just literally simply put that way. U.S. made in
St. Helens, Oregon.
St. Helens, Oregon. And guess what I was about to say there, Kim? I was about to say Scappoose, like I always do.
You always do.
You're like a moron.
And I would have stopped you.
I know. Now, this is really one of the cool parts. Now, you've been making a lot of noise recently, in the last couple of years, really, with bulletproof, extra super tough, nobody can beat them type talk.
Right,
okay?
right.
Now you have 2 different types of waders. These are the fishing armor.
This is fishing armor, and Actually, this is the second set built. The first set, actually, the magazine's right there. These were previewed in the latest issue of Fish Alaska magazine, and they had the editor's choice. This particular set of fishing armor won, or is included in the editor's choice. And I think we have some graphs we're going to pull up online here.
Yeah, you guys got those available?
That will show you the puncture and abrasion resistance, just to give you an idea of the difference between the regular pro waders like you have. I think up here now we have an abrasion test where they use a wheel to abrade the fabric, and they actually weigh the fabric, and then they weigh it after it's gone through 1,000 cycles. And you can see the regular pro waders there that are on the left. Those are what we've been selling at the $199 price. The next chart is a trilaminate, which is a common dye fabric, and then our upgraded fabric, which is the polyurethane fabric there. And then you can see the difference in abrasion resistance with our fishing armor. It's just almost off the chart. The next graph we're going to bring up here is puncture resistance, and this is an ATMS standard test for puncture. And you can see again that if you look on the far left, our regular waders have about 4 pounds it takes to, and that's about like a hypodermic needle. And again, you can see that the fishing armor is up around 30 pounds. So, and you know that you've been in these and you've tromped through blackberry bushes and brambles and then got in the water, and you're absolutely 100% dry. So there's not going to be any question about.
It's funny that you mentioned that, because I have made it clear here that I have dove into blackberries. I have walked through them on purpose, you know, just doing the full-on leg kick. I have ran into sticks on purpose. I've done everything I can, honestly, to prove you wrong.
I challenged you.
And I haven't been able to do so.
Right.
Now, the last pair of waders, which I still own, they're just in the shop right now, my green ones, human error caused them to leak. These won't do that, though, will they? They're not going to wear in areas where they're going to be able to go through. That abrasion resistance is that high.
Yeah, it is that high. And these liquid fuse ceramic inlays on the knees and the butt. My original testing with this, I just wrapped a piece of this in a brick and then put it behind my Humvee and drug it down the street.
Sure.
And I couldn't even see a mark on it.
Interesting.
And it's basically off the chart when it comes to abrasion and resistance. It's
actually bulletproof.
Well, I don't know if I would call it bulletproof, because then you're talking NIJ standards, and, you know, I wouldn't call it that. But I don't think if somebody shot me in the butt with a pellet gun that I'd be too worried about it.
I like bulletproof. Anyway, when we come back, we're going to talk about the feature. You know, obviously, we all care about staying dry. We don't want to get wet. We don't want it to get punctured. We don't want to wear holes in it. All that stuff is extremely important when you're talking about waders. But what starts to bug you the most? You can go out and buy a $500 pair of waders, but if the boots suck, do you want to wear them? When we come back from break, we're going to show you why these boots that you're going to get with these waders are not that sort of a problem. We'll be right back.
Outdoor GPS presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you very much for watching the show this morning. We covered a lot of ground and gave you a lot of information, gave out a lot of tickets to the RV show. Had a chance to get my good friend Kim Johns here in studio, and you can see him down at the Saltwater Sportsman Show in Salem the
7th and 8th of March.
7th and 8th? Have I been saying the 8th and 9th?
I think it's the 7th and 8th.
Whatever. The weekend of. Everybody, tight lines, shoot straight. Please be safe out there. Now switch over to csnnw.com for Outdoor GPS Extra that you can only see online. And we're going to talk a little bit more with Kim, as well as have a little bit of a giveaway still to do. So as always, tight lines, shoot straight. Please be safe out there. We'll see you tomorrow morning for the Viewer Show at 8 a.m. Don't be late. We'll see you then.